Hey guys, this is a quick video on how to build a set of stairs, how to cut the stringers, how to get those numbers, and how to build handrails, posts and handrails for that set of stairs. So here we go. And don't forget, if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. I give a hat away after every video to anybody or somebody that has left a comment and has subscribed to the channel. That's the kind of hat you get. Thank you. All right, another stair project. I came over a couple weeks ago and tore these steps off so they could get these pavers in. But just gotta put some back. That 2x10 or 12, whatever it is already there. I think I can reuse that, but I gotta build a set of steps with handrails, and then I'll end up rescreening this porch that I've already got myself set up over here. Use the same stair calculator I always do. Got these, my little settings or whatever these things are called. So my run is going to be 10 inches and my rise is 6 and 13/16. So I'm going to run this through here like so. Draw these out, mark it Tracy, cut 2 more, and go ahead and start putting them on. Okay, a couple things I think worth mentioning on these stairs. Something that really throws me off, or used to throw me off when I would do these. My stair calculator said there's going to be 5 rises on here, but you can see I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I go here and I cut it back down. I don't go up again. That 5th rise is going to be where I attach this to the deck itself. I'll attach it low enough for the next rise. So the next rise, these rises were 6 and 13/16. So when I attach this part to the deck, it will be 6 and 13/16 below the top level of the deck. So that will give me my 5th rise. So when you're cutting these stringers, if it says 5 rises, I'm actually only going to have 4 here because there's going to be 1 more over there. And then also the very bottom rise, you take 1 inch off. This is only 5 and 13/16, and the reason why is because this is going to be sitting on the ground, and the deck board that is added here will bring from here to here up another inch, will give you the 6 and 13/16. Once you've done a few of these, that will make sense. But that used to throw me off. I'd make a stringer with 5 rises and then get over there to the deck and it wouldn't work. Finally figured out 1's built into the deck, so you just take 1 off and do the rest. And as always, the Hershey blows. Okay, obviously I got them cut and installed. Running pretty level across the top. I got screws running through the back into those. You know, if this was a larger set of stairs, you might could run a trimmer board underneath for some support. They make a special hanger, but if I feel like that's necessary later, I will. But I think so far so good. I'm gonna go ahead and cut 2 4x4s for these bottom posts, and then I'll be able to put the deck boards on and finish the handrails. I'll check back in shortly. All right, quick update. I've got most of the treads on except for the bottom, and then I've got my 4x4 post put in. I usually try to get a board in at the bottom, either a permanent deck board or just a 2x4 brace, just so that I can have these stringers spaced the same as they are at the top. Just something to get you locked in. So I did that. I think I actually just used this board to get them lined up right. Then I started coming on down and I stopped so I could right here on my post. You'll notice that this post is notched and this one is not. I could get into a long explanation of why I did that, but the way I had to place that stringer moved it over 1.5 inches, so I brought it back with the 4x4. But what I had to make sure I did is these boards are still spaced evenly off of this and not the stringer. If I would have kept it on the stringer, it would have moved it all over. And so then I got my 4x4s on. What I always do is set the 4x4 up there and get it right up at the edge of that stringer. Get it very close to plumb. Put one bolt through it and then snug it up, and then I can turn this thing left to right, get it plumb, and then drill the other hole and get that other carriage bolt in. You want to make sure you don't drill your holes too big for carriage bolts. Those are 1/2 inch bolts. Takes a 1/2 inch hole. If you go too big, this thing's just going to spin out and it turns into a headache. You're going to be running back to the hardware store to get a regular bolt. Use galvanized so it don't rust out. Obviously it's all pressure treated wood. Oh, and when you hammer these bolts in, you want to take it easy on your stringer. I always try to support it with my foot, and even when you tighten it up, you can see it started getting a little weak right there. It's really just a splinter, but you don't want to bust them stringers and have to take everything back down. And the last thing, if you can't get this good and plumb this way, when you put a deck board down, you can lean that post one way or the other before you fasten that deck board into the stringer. That'll help you some. But if you go this way, it's going to pull this side this way too. So, and also if it's not perfect this way, that 2x4 handrail I'm gonna put in there, I can pull it. And anyway, a lot of little things that are going to affect it. Use them to your advantage. So I'm gonna put these last 2 treads on, and then I'll start working on my handrails. Gonna have to notch out the last tread at least. Okay, that's a wrap. I think last time I left off, I had to put these boards on, these bottom deck boards. Got those notched and on. Got my handrails on. The handrails you can do any way you want to, but this is the way I like to do them. I just hold a 2x4 up there, get that angle and that, I don't know, template. Make a couple lines. That was a 34-degree angle, and that was good on all angles, on both ends. Mainly because these posts are plumb, and then also on my pickets, that stayed at 34 degrees. And I put those in with a 2-inch ring shank nail. And then these are all screwed up, as far as, well, screwed in, not screwed up. I use my Kreg jig anywhere I can, tighten all that in, but that's it. It took me 4 hours to do this. All right, that's it. I worked on the screen porch a little bit. It's 5 o'clock, but like I said in the video, it took me 4 hours start to finish on those stairs. Pretty easy build. Once you've cut those stringers 2 or 3 times, you get the hang of it. You kind of know what's going on. But I hope this video helped. Hope maybe you picked up something, learned something. You can leave a comment if you got something to add. And again, I give one of these hats away after every video, as long as you have left me a comment and or subscribe to the channel. So do that. Don't cost you nothing. I'll send it to you. Thank you.